Things didn't exactly go well for Donald Trump last Thursday during his arraignment in Washington, D.C. Not only did the magistrate judge overseeing it force him to sit there and wait nervously for 25 minutes, so judge was a little late, Trump got a little antsy, but when the judge started asking Donald Trump basic questions like, "What's your name?" Donald Trump immediately started to stumble. When asked to state his full name, Donald Trump said, Donald J. Trump. Donald John Trump. So right out of the gate, first question, easiest one you're going to get, like, what is your name? And he messed it up. Then the judge asks about his date of birth, because you do that in court, by the way. Just make sure you got the right person. Not that there was any doubt. But then Donald Trump, when asked about his age, says 77. And then he corrected himself. He goes, 77. So the judge is like, how old are you? And Donald Trump's like, this many. You can't make this stuff up. Like, it's a very basic question. Like, how old are you? There's some sevens in there. I know there's more than one. So I don't know, Judge. You figure that out yourself. The only reason I'm even talking about this, it's funny that, Trump messed up his name and his age. The reason I'm talking about this story is because of where it was published. This was published in the UK Independent, a British newspaper. They ran with the headline, Trump appears to stumble over his own name and age at arraignment. So this is how the rest of the world sees what's happening here in the United States. And that is important. That does matter. That's why I'm talking about it, not just as another aha ha ha moment. It is though. But because the rest of the world is laughing at us. And contrary to what Republicans think, they're not laughing at us because we're prosecuting the former president. They're laughing at how stupid he is. They're laughing at how ridiculous he is. They're laughing at how ridiculous the United States of America is for ever putting this man in office. Because this article does also go on to talk about the fact that Donald Trump was met by many protesters, one of them that said, F you terrorist, as quoted in this piece. So they're also pointing out that, hey, listen, rest of Europe, okay, there are plenty of Americans who do not like this guy. They didn't talk about the pro-Trump people, like that's not mentioned. So they're actually trying to, I guess, do us a bit of a favor by not pointing out the fact that Donald Trump is still, the front runner in the Republican nominating contest. But this is a big deal. The way the rest of the world views the United States of America is a big deal. That's why there were countless stories during the Bush administration about how America's international standing had fallen. Those same stories went away during the Obama years. So stories about how America's image abroad has actually gotten better. And then it got worse during Trump. We haven't seen a whole lot of it during the Biden administration, but we're still dealing with Trump. So understandable if our image has not gotten better. This man is a stain on this country. And everybody else outside of our borders, they're laughing at us. Just something to keep in mind. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel. We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.